Chapter 21. After these things Jesus revealed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Tiberias. Now he revealed himself in this way. Simon Peter, and Thomas, who was called Didymus, and Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, and the sons of Zebedee, and 2 others of his disciples were together. Simon Peter said to them, "I am going fishing." They said to him, "We also are coming with you." They went out and got into the boat, and during that night they caught nothing. Now when it was already early morning, Jesus stood on the beach. However, the disciples did not know that it was Jesus. So Jesus said to them, "Children, you do not have any fish to eat, do you?" They answered him, "No." And he said to them, "Throw the net on the right side of the boat, and you will find some." So they threw it, and were no longer able to haul it in from the large number of the fish. Then that disciple whom Jesus loved said to Peter, "It is the Lord." So Simon Peter, when he heard that it was the Lord, tied around himself his outer garment, for he was naked, and threw himself into the sea. But the other disciples came in the boat, dragging the net of fish, because they were not far from the land, but about 200 cubits away. So when they got out on the land, they saw a charcoal fire laid there, and a fish lying on it, and bread. Jesus said to them, "Bring some of the fish that you have just now caught." So Simon Peter got into the boat and hauled the net to the land, full of large fish, 153. And although there were so many, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, "Come, eat breakfast." But none of the disciples dared to ask him, "Who are you?" because they knew that it was the Lord. Jesus came and took the bread and gave it to them, and the fish likewise. This was now the 3rd time Jesus was revealed to the disciples after he had been raised from the dead. Now when they had eaten breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" He said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." He said to him, "Feed my lambs." He said to him again, a 2nd time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" He said to him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." He said to him, "Shepherd my sheep." He said to him a 3rd time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter was distressed because he said to him a 3rd time, "Do you love me?" And he said to him, "Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Feed my sheep. Truly, truly, I say to you, when you were young, you tied your clothes around yourself and walked wherever you wanted. But when you grow old, you will stretch out your hands, and someone else will tie you up and carry you where you do not want to go." Now he said this to indicate by what kind of death he would glorify God. And after he had said this, he said to him, "Follow me." Peter turned and saw the disciple whom Jesus loved following them, who also leaned back on his chest at the dinner, and said, "Lord, who is the one betraying you?" So when he saw this one, Peter said to Jesus, "Lord, but what about this one?" Jesus said to him, "If I want him to remain until I come, what is that to you? You follow me." So this saying went out to the brothers, that disciple would not die. But Jesus did not say to him that he would not die. But, "If I want him to remain until I come, what is that to you?" This is the disciple who is testifying about these things, and who has written down these things. And we know that his testimony is true. Now there are also many other things that Jesus did, which, if they were written down one after the other, I suppose not even the world itself could contain the books that would be written.